Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're going to be talking about something that I know a lot of you are thinking about, especially if you're Gen Z, navigating the modern dating scene.
Oh, yeah.
Dating
It's
confidence.
a big one.
It is a big one because let's be real, dating can be a roller coaster, right?
Absolutely.
Especially, like I said, if you're Gen Z out there in this crazy modern dating world, breakups, ghosting, bad dates, it can really knock you down.
It really can. And it's so common to feel your confidence take a hit after a breakup or even just a string of not so great dating experiences.
Yeah, for sure.
You start to question yourself, worry about getting hurt again. It's a totally normal reaction.
Totally. So let's say, you've gone through a breakup, maybe you're just feeling a little insecure about putting yourself out there. What would you say is like the first step to kind of turning things around and starting to rebuild that confidence?
Well, I think one of the most powerful things you can do is to radically accept your past.
Radically accept. Okay, tell me more about that.
Yeah, so it doesn't mean you're condoning bad behavior or anything like that.
Right.
It's more about acknowledging what happened, learning from it, and then choosing to move forward.
So it's like turning those heartbreaks into wisdom,
Right.
using those experiences to maybe choose better partners, build healthier relationships in the future.
Yes, exactly. You're taking control of the narrative, transforming those painful memories into fuel for growth,
I love that.
you know? And this might mean journaling about your feelings, talking to a therapist, or even working on forgiving yourself or the other person, whatever feels right for you.
So it's not just about moving on, but also about taking the time to process those emotions and learn from those experiences.
Yeah, for sure. It's about understanding why things happen the way they did, maybe what red flags you might have missed, and how you can approach dating differently in the future.
Okay, so that's how we kind of process the past, right?
Mhm.
But how do we shift from dwelling on that to feeling confident about the future? Like, where do we even begin to rebuild that self-assurance?
I think it starts with remembering your worth. Oh, I love that.
It's easy to get caught up in what we think we lack,
What?
but let's flip the script and focus on all the amazing qualities you bring to the table.
Yes, it's like a total confidence makeover.
Right. So think about it. What are your best qualities?
Yeah.
What are you good at? What do your friends and family love about you?
Mm-hmm.
Write those things down and don't be shy. You deserve to celebrate your strengths.
Yes. This is where those hype up playlists come in handy.
Absolutely.
Blast those confidence anthems and remind yourself of all the things that make you awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, you are worthy of love and connection. You have so much to offer. Recognizing your strengths is key to approaching dating from a place of self-love and empowerment, not from a place of lack.
It's like, if you don't believe in yourself, why would anyone else, right?
Exactly.
You've got to be your own biggest fan. Okay, but what if you're still feeling nervous about actually going on dates? How can you make that leap feel a little less intimidating? I love this question. Here's a game changer. Try approaching dating with a friendship first mindset.
Friendship first. Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Yeah, so instead of putting all this pressure on yourself to find the one right away, focus on connecting with people on a genuine level. Think of it as meeting a potential new friend.
Okay, so like imagine you're just meeting someone for coffee or going to a concert with a friend.
Right, exactly. It takes so much pressure off.
Yeah.
And honestly, it can lead to more authentic connections because you're not putting on a show or trying to be someone you're not.
Plus, who knows? Maybe that friendship blossoms into something more down the line. Or maybe you just made a cool new friend. It's a win-win.
It really is. And when you're relaxed and having fun, your true personality shines through. And that's when you attract people who genuinely vibe with you. That's the magic of authenticity.
Okay, so let's say you're ready to jump into the dating pool. Any first date wisdom to share? What are those essential do's and don'ts?
Ooh, okay, great question. First and foremost, no ex talk on the first date.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
It can be such a turnoff. It might make your date feel like you're not over your ex or like they're auditioning for a role that's already been filled.
Right, first dates are about fresh starts, new beginnings, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Focus on getting to know each other, not reliving past heartbreaks.
I love that. Ask questions, share stories, talk about your passions and interests, anything that helps you connect on a personal level.
And I think it's also important to, speak highly of yourself.
Mm.
Accept compliments graciously. I feel like a lot of us, especially as Gen Z, we tend to downplay our accomplishments or kind of brush off
Yeah,
compliments.
you're so right. But you know what? Putting yourself down or deflecting compliments can actually make the other person uncomfortable.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it creates an imbalance in the dynamic.
Okay.
And think about this. Acting worthy can actually increase your confidence. It's like a positive feedback loop. You start believing in yourself more, which makes other people believe in you too.
That is so cool. It's like instead of waiting for external validation, you're creating it for yourself.
Mm.
And that is powerful when it comes to dating.
So powerful. Confidence is contagious. And when you own your worth, it shows.
It tells the world, hey, I'm valuable and I deserve to be treated with respect. And that is the energy we want to bring to the dating scene, right? Confidence, respect, and of course, a whole lot of fun.
Yes.
So what are some other ways to boost that self-assurance? Is it all about mindset or are there like practical things we can do too?
It's definitely a mix of both, mindset and action. You got to work on that inner confidence, but there are absolutely practical things you can do to help yourself feel more self-assured.
Okay, like what? Give us the goods.
Well, for starters, taking care of yourself can make a huge difference in your confidence.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm talking about self-care in all its forms, exercise, eating well, getting enough sleep, all those things that make you feel good inside and out.
Right, so it's not just about looking good on the outside, it's also about feeling good on the inside.
Exactly, that inner glow up. And another practical tip, pay attention to your appearance. It's not about conforming to some unrealistic beauty standard,
Right.
but more about presenting yourself in a way that makes you feel confident and authentic.
So like rocking an outfit that makes you feel amazing or trying a new hairstyle.
Yes. If you feel good about how you look, that confidence will radiate outwards. And don't underestimate the power of body language.
Ooh, body language. Tell me more. I'm all about those nonverbal cues.
Me too.
Yeah.
Standing tall, making eye contact, smiling, these can make a huge difference in how you're perceived and how you feel about yourself.
It's like you're sending a message to the world and to yourself,
Yeah.
Like I'm open, I'm approachable, I'm confident.
Exactly. And speaking of sending messages to yourself, let's talk about positive self-talk.
Oh, yes. The pep talks we give ourselves.
The way you talk to yourself has such a big impact on your self-esteem. If you're constantly putting yourself down or focusing on your flaws, it's going to chip away at your confidence.
So instead of saying, like, I'm so awkward, it's more like, I'm a little shy at first, but I warm up quickly.
Yes, exactly. Reframing those negative thoughts into more positive, empowering ones. Practice talking to yourself with kindness and compassion. You deserve it.
It's like being your own best friend. And speaking of friends, I think it's important to talk about the role that, our support system can play in boosting our dating confidence.
Oh, absolutely. Your support system is everything. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who celebrate your wins and remind you of your worth.
Right. Those friends who gas you up before a date and send you encouraging texts afterwards, those are the real MVPs.
For real. And don't be afraid to talk to your friends about your dating struggles too,
Oh, yeah.
Sharing your experiences, good, any, bad, can help you process those emotions, gain different perspectives, and just feel less alone in the whole dating game.
Yeah, it's like having a dating pep talk from your squad,
Mhm.
which is always helpful.
Mhm.
And I think it's also really important to talk about setting realistic expectations. I think a lot of us, especially in the age of social media, we can fall into the trap of comparing our dating lives to these curated online personas.
Oh, 100%. It's easy to get caught up in those highlight reels and feel like you're not measuring up. But remember, everyone's on their own journey. There's no perfect partner or perfect relationship.
Right, it's about finding someone who's compatible with you, who shares your values, who brings out the best in you. And it's about enjoying the process,
Yeah,
not stressing about finding the one immediately.
exactly. Focus on building genuine connections, having fun, and learning about yourself along the way. And remember, dating is a numbers game. Not every date is going to be a home run.
Yeah, some will be amazing, some will be just okay, and some will be downright terrible.
Yeah.
It's all part of the experience.
Exactly. And even the bad dates can teach you something valuable about yourself and what you are and aren't looking for in a partner.
They're the dates you can laugh about later with your friends, Like those dating horror stories.
Total.
So embrace those awkward moments, the mismatches, those what was I thinking encounters.
Yes. Because each experience, good or bad, is an opportunity for growth. The more dates you go on, the more comfortable and confident you'll become.
That makes sense.
You'll start to recognize red flags more easily, refine what you're looking for, and just feel more empowered to walk away from situations that aren't serving you.
It's like you're leveling up in the dating game. The more you play, the better you get. Okay, so if we're thinking of dating confidence as a muscle that we need to strengthen, what are some ways to work out that confidence? What are some exercises we can do?
Well, I think stepping outside your comfort zone is a huge E1.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, growth happens when we challenge ourselves, right?
Exactly. So if you're feeling a little hesitant to put yourself out there, start small. Maybe strike up a conversation with someone new at your favorite coffee shop,
Mm-hmm.
or join a club or group that interests you.
I love that. It's all about putting yourself out there in a way that feels authentic to you and, like, aligned with your values.
Exactly. And each time you do that, you're proving to yourself that you can handle those nerves and come out stronger on the other side.
Right. It's all about getting those little wins. You know, those moments where you push past your fear and realize, hey, I can do this.
And each time you do that, your confidence grows a little bit stronger.
It's like those level up moments in a video game, but in real life.
I love that analogy. And don't be afraid to celebrate those wins, no matter how small they may seem.
Right.
Acknowledge your progress and give yourself credit for the effort you're putting in.
Because, like we said earlier, you know, building dating confidence is a journey, not a destination. And it's all about progress, not perfection.
And speaking of journeys, let's talk about the role of authenticity in dating.
Ooh, yes. Authenticity. That's a big one.
It's TGE. When you're being true to yourself,
Yeah.
you attract people who appreciate you for WHO you are, not who you think you should be.
So, like, no more pretending to like something just because you think it will impress someone.
Exact.
Be yourself, quirks and all.
Yes. Embrace your unique personality, your interests, your values. Don't try to fit into a mold or be someone you're not.
Because the right person will love you for all of it. The good, the quirky, the perfectly imperfect you.
I love that. And remember, building dating confidence is a journey, not a destination.
It's about progress, not perfection. So be kind to yourself, embrace the ups and downs, and know that you're capable of creating the dating life that you desire.
You've got this. You know, it's funny how we often talk about dating confidence as something we either have or don't have.
Like it's a light switch,
Yeah.
on or off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's really not that simple. Dating confidence is more like a muscle that we need to develop and strengthen over time.
So true. It's not like you become this perfectly confident person overnight. It takes work.
Right. And just like with any muscle, it takes effort and consistency to build dating confidence.
So what are some ways we can work out that confidence muscle?
Well, one thing that can be really helpful is to, you guessed it, step outside of your comfort zone.
I knew you were going to say that. But it's true, though, because growth happens when we challenge ourselves.
Exactly. So if you're feeling a little hesitant to put yourself out there, start small. Maybe strike up a conversation with someone new at a coffee shop or join a club or group that interests you.
It's all about getting those little wins, those moments where you push past your fear and realize, hey, I can do this.
And each time you do that, your confidence grows a little bit stronger.
It's like those level up moments in video games, but in real life.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to celebrate those wins, no matter how small they may seem.
Right.
Acknowledge your progress and give yourself credit for the effort you're putting in.
Because ultimately, building dating confidence is a journey, not a destination. And it's a journey that's worth taking.
It really is.
Yeah, it really is. So true. It's not about becoming like some dating expert overnight.
Yeah.
It's about taking those small steps, you know,
Yes.
and celebrating those wins along the way.
And one of the best ways to really flex that confidence muscle is to put yourself out there,
Yeah.
even if it feels a little uncomfortable at first.
Like diving headfirst into the dating tool.
Well, maybe not head first, but, dipping your toes in.
Okay.
For some of our Gen Z listeners out there, that might mean finally trying a dating app or saying yes to a social gathering where you might meet some new people.
I love that. It's all about expanding your social circle, creating those opportunities for connection.
Exactly. And remember, you don't have to go from 0 to 60 in a second.
Right.
Start with those small steps that feel manageable for you.
Yeah.
Maybe strike up a conversation with someone new at your favorite coffee shop, or join a club or group that aligns with your interests.
It's about those little moments of courage that build up over time.
Exactly. And each time you push past that comfort zone, you prove to yourself that you can handle those butterflies.
Yes.
And you come out stronger on the other side.
It's like you're leveling up your social skills. A&D building that resilience muscle at the same time.
Oh, I love that. And don't forget to celebrate those wins, no matter how small they may seem.
Right.
Acknowledge your progress.
Mm-hmm.
Give yourself credit for the effort that you're putting in.
Every conversation, every new connection.
Yes.
A step in the right direction.
And as you gain more experience, You'll start to notice patterns,
Yeah.
and you'll develop your own dating intuition.
Ooh, dating intuition. Okay, tell me more about that. That sounds kind of mystical.
It is kind of mystical. It's like a gut feeling
Okay.
that guides you towards people and situations that align with your values and helps you steer clear of those red flags.
So like that inner voice that's like, this feels right, or, something's not quite right here.
Exactly. And the more you listen to that inner voice, the more confident you'll become in your choices.
It's like you become your own dating guru.
Yes. And the best part is, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to dating. What works for one person might not work for another.
It's all about finding what feels authentic and aligned with your own unique personality and your own dating style.
Exactly. So experiment, try different things, and don't be afraid to break the mold.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's like giving yourself permission to like rewrite the dating rule book.
Yes, exactly. And as you navigate this journey, just remember that building dating confidence is a process.
Yeah.
It's about progress, not perfection.
Mm-hmm.
There will be ups and downs.
For sure.
There will be awkward moments, and maybe even a few dating disasters along the way.
But those experiences are all part of the learning curve, right?
Absolutely. Embrace those moments as opportunities for growth.
Mm-hmm.
Learn from your mistakes, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward.
And remember, you're not alone in this. Everyone experiences those dating jitters and those insecurities at some point.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of being human.
So true.
So be kind to yourself, celebrate your wins, learn from your experiences, and most importantly, have fun. Yes. Because at the end of the day, dating should be about connection, joy, and, that possibility of finding someone special.
I love that.
Yeah.
So go out there with an open heart, a confident spirit, and a willingness to embrace all those adventures that come your way.
That's it for our deep dive into dating confidence. We hope you've gained some valuable insights and feel empowered to, step into the dating world with a renewed sense of self-assurance.
Absolutely. Remember, building dating confidence is a journey. Embrace the process, trust yourself, and enjoy the ride.
And who knows, maybe you'll meet someone amazing along the way.
Until next time, keep those hearts open and those confidence levels high.